What's up, guys? So I want to tell you a story of something I went through the other day, and about taking tours and things like that when you're traveling. I'm just relaxing in the little mini pool that's on my balcony in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, for the last day. I leave to the airport in a couple of hours. But anyway, so I'm going. I get this tour. I'm like, I want to see something like the city, some sort of history, the land. I want to get outside of the Punta Cana in the city, and I want to check out some other stuff. So there's a tour of Samaná, which is kind of like spelt like Samana, which means week, but it's Samaná, which is a town, and it's this quaint little town, gorgeous. Their mascot kind of for the town is the whale, because in like mid-January through, I believe, about March, April, they were saying about March, April-ish, whales, humpback whales will come through. So a few more weeks and the whales will be here. But anyway, so I take this tour. It's super early. I'm up at 6 a.m. They pick me up at 7. We get on a bus, 2 hours. Now, to go to Samaná by car or bus, it should take about 6 hours to get there. And so it's a long drive. But what they do, here the busy road below me, what they do is they take you about 2 hours, and we had a couple little stops along the way for little, like, check out the coffee and the tobacco, the cigars, and see how that's made. So it was this cool little trip. In the comments I'll put in what tour company it was and everything. But anyway, 2 hours, a good 2 hours to get there. And then we get to this harbor, and we take a catamaran. So everybody jumps on the catamaran. We got people from all over, Russia, Poland, Brazil, Colombia, USA. We've got Sweden, Poland. We got people from all over. So it was a really good melting pot of people and cultures, which was cool. And so anyway, we get on the catamaran, we go across. It's about a good 30-minute boat ride across the bay, over the Atlantic Ocean and everything. And we get to Samaná. We hop in another little bus type thing. It's open. The railings are all open and all that. So that was cool. You take another like 30-minute bus ride through the town of Samaná. Really quaint, cool little town. Really busy, bunch of people. Actually, really quaint little town. I think next time I come back to Dominican, I would like to stay there for a weekend at least or something. But so anyway, we get to this other spot where we're going to take these horses. So we're going to ride on horseback with a guide through the path, through this jungle, alongside this river. It's gorgeous. So we take the horse and probably on horse for about 20-25 minutes. And then you get off the horse, and you walk the rest of the way. It goes down, I think my guide said it was like 250 stairs all the way down. We get to the bottom in this gorgeous clear pool, about 55-foot waterfall. I've got some pictures posted of that, and for my new drone that I got, is absolutely gorgeous, the waterfall. So anyway, got to swim in there and check out the waterfall, and the wind and mist coming off when the water's hitting was insane. So great time. Then we go back up 250 stairs. I didn't stop, which I was kind of pleased with myself. My guide, he was much younger than me, and he's used to doing this every day, but I'm like, okay, I can do this. Get to the top. And I was sweating. I was huffing and puffing. But good little hike. And then there's some knickknacks and stuff. You can buy paintings and necklaces, jewelry, support the locals and that sort of thing. We get back from the horse trip, and then the guides are like, hey, here, rum and Coke. They have a bottle of rum, and they shared some rum and Cokes with us. Great. And then we go back in the bus through the town, and we end up at this little like restaurant by the ocean in the bay, and we had lunch. Great lunch. Met some cool people. Actually started talking to a nice Russian girl and her mother, and the mother didn't speak any English. The daughter's pretty good at speaking some English, and she knows Russian very well, and she knows some Spanish. So it was like great. Anyway, met a bunch of friends, met some people from Miami, met a girl from the Dominican Republic. I met a couple girls from Colombia and people from Poland and the Ukraine, and it was awesome. So anyway, we're finally back on the catamaran, and people are kind of buzzed up now. We got a few drinks in them and everything. Everybody's kind of happy, and they're laughing and having a good time, and we're headed back on the catamaran. We saw these dolphins live swimming in the like just out in the open. That was cool. They kind of raced the boat with us, and that was fun for a while. Get back over to the other side of the bay, get back on the bus, and then on the bus, again, now this is a good 2-hour trip. About 20, maybe 30 minutes into this, our bus breaks down. Like, you can smell it. I don't know. I think the transmission blew something. It was like, okay, there's smoke coming out. The bus smells. It broke down. What are we going to do? This is evening time. This was a whole day trip. We'd leave at 7 a.m. It's supposed to be back around 7, 8 p.m.-ish. So it's a full day. Now, here we are stuck in the middle of nowhere, a good hour and a half, possibly 2 hours from Punta Cana back where I'm supposed to be. And we're like, okay, what do we do? Well, they radio for another bus to come pick us up, but still, we're in the middle of nowhere. It's going to take the bus an hour and a half, 2 hours at least to drive, if the driver's even ready to go. And then they got to pick us up. We got to change buses, and then we got to bus ourselves all the way back. So I'm like, this is great. So most people would be absolutely pissed, right? Trip's ruined. I want my money back, blah, 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 whatever. But everybody on the bus was like, they already had a good buzz going, I guess, from some of the rum. But, it's like, okay, what do we do? People are just talking. They're getting to know each other. And people, where are you from? Oh, let's exchange WhatsApps, Facebooks, Instagrams, the whole bit. And what do you guys do? We're getting to know each other. And so we get out, we're camped. Some people are outside smoking. I whip out one of the nice cigars that I just got. It was a chocolate flavor, which was cool. So and then we're like, okay, the guides are like, let's push this thing. I'm like, where are we gonna push this thing to? I'm like, where are we gonna go? He's like, to the next country. And I'm like, oh, Jamaica, let's go to Jamaica. He goes, yes, to Jamaica. So we're behind, there's like 5, 6 of us behind this bus. It's not like a school bus, and it's like a good van, probably fits. I think there was at least 20 of us. So you figure, like a medium-sized big bus van type. So we're pushing it behind. I'm in sandals, pushing this thing, and then they're like, let's go, like hop in. Because when things starts getting momentum, so it starts going, and so we run, and I jump in the side door, and I'm like, we'll understand where we're going with this thing. And we kind of got to this downhill part, so we're coasting, cruising downhill. I'm like, this is great. And then it eventually comes to a stop a little bit early. We still had momentum. I'm like, why are they stopping? Why don't we just coast as far as we can go? And well, they stopped next to a couple little houses, small little houses on the side of the roads. And fortunately, one of the houses had this little store where he's selling little things, little drinks. He's selling alcohol, great. Well, sodas, juices, waters, chips, what have you, right? He's got a little store right out of his house. Awesome. Bad luck for us, great fortune for this guy because we happen to swing by. And so again, we're stopped, just waiting. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna go see what this guy's got in this little store. And turns out he had some rum, a good bottle of rum, good bottle of Brugal XV, and it's only $10 US. So I was like, okay, yeah, give me a bottle and a bottle of Coca-Cola. So I bring it back to the bus, and I'm like, hey, everybody, the whole van erupts in cheers. Hey, because we were out of rum. And so the van erupts in cheers. Within minutes, I'm saying probably about 10 minutes, this bottle of rum is devoured, just gone. Everybody had their little plastic cups and poured with the Coke, and they're drinking it. Oh, more. And it's like, okay, this bottle of rum is gone, like for sure less than 15 minutes. The bottle's empty. So it's like, okay, now what to do? Well, people are starting to get a good buzz onto, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, this is starting to become a little bit of a party now. I need to go back to that store again because we're probably going to be, we're a good hour probably stuck now. I'm like, we're probably going to be stuck for another half an hour. Go back to the store, grab another 2 bottles of rum, 2 bottles of Coke, bring that back. The van erupts again. Hey! I was declared the hero of the day, saved the trip, passing out the rum again, and blah, blah, blah. And man, Russians can drink. So anyway, the Russians, the Ukrainians, the Polish, the Americans, you had Dominican people there, we had Colombians, we had everybody. So everybody's hopped up on rum. We're having a great time. People are singing and cheering and laughing and talking and just getting to know each other. And it was just an amazing experience. By the end, but finally the van got here. Everybody cheers again. Yay! We're gonna get on the next bus, and then finally we're headed back to Punta Cana. And but everybody got to know each other. Everybody had a great time, and exchanged numbers and whatnot. And the interesting thing is, people were saying this is the best trip I've ever been on in my life. This was such an amazing trip. Which was great. I mean, everybody had a good attitude on it, even though we were stuck in the middle of nowhere. I mean, there weren't even cars coming by. And so, the bottom line, I guess, and the moral of this story is, if you get stuck somewhere, there's always silver linings to everything. There's always positives that you can take out of life and find goodness and happiness in it, and flip things from a negative to a positive. And it was an incredible experience. I'll remember for the rest of my life. Made some friends that I'll remember and probably be with me for the rest of my life. And so anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully inspires you to look for the good in everything. Find it. It's there, because the good is there. Right? Bad luck for us that we broke down. Great fortune for this guy at the side of the road who probably sells next to nothing every day. He sells 3 bottles of rum, 3 bottles of Coke, probably made his entire day. Made our day because we were just having a blast. There's nothing we could have done about it. So there's no need to sit there and just be in misery and sorrow and complain about it. Just be happy with what you have and make the best of it. So, anyway, it was a great time, a great last night in the Dominican Republic, and I hope to be back here again soon. So, but if you're watching this video, if you see please like, subscribe. I love it when you guys give me comments. Let me know, even if they're negative. Hey, give me some feedback, whether it's positive, negative, whatever. I always look at the negative feedback as constructive criticism to help me get better and to give you guys what you want to see and hear. So, appreciate the comments and the love. Much love to you guys. Punta Cana, I'm enjoying a Presidente, and I will see you in the next video.